Scorpio, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for May 2015. This month I laid out the Rainbow Tarot spread for you and pulled an additional card from Doreen Virtue's Healing with the Angels Oracle cards. If you'd like to schedule a private reading with me or learn more about me, please visit my website, theluckymermaid.com. Also, if you have an upcoming reading with me, please make sure your phone number is up to date and note that I live on the East Coast of the United States, which is the time zone your appointment was scheduled in and for. So if you do not live in East Coast time, please check an online time zone converter so I don't miss you when I call you for your appointment. Also, please make sure to make your payment at the time of scheduling your reading. Any unpaid appointments I'll have to cancel and open up to the long wait list. So please be sure to do that. Thank you. Now that business is out of the way, on to your reading for May 2015, Scorpio. And the first card you have here in your layout today, you have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups to me is a card that symbolizes ruminating, overanalyzing, going within. It can be pulling at straws, daydreaming. It can also indicate that God is giving you blessings and signs and you're not paying attention to them because of all the internal, going within. You could also be looking back on the past with this card as well. I feel that you're getting ready to tackle some projects and plans and that you're feeling like you want to, but I'm also picking up that you have to tie up any loose ends or unfinished business comes up here. I feel there's also a great deal of agitation and that many people have been like sparking a fire in you. For some of you, this has been family members or exes. So I see for some of you, it's your kids. Some of you, it is you're like an ex-husband or an ex-wife. For some of you, this is just, it could be even siblings and co-workers. It could be that, but really it comes up first like family, like sparking some kind of fire in you or agitation comes up here. There's also a feeling of being put in a bad position by some of these people. So I feel for some of you Scorpios, you may be feeling like somebody's backed you into a corner or made you uncomfortable or put you in some kind of awkward position. And this could have a financial connection to it. Not always, not for all of you, but for some of you, finances are linked to this uncomfortable position. I also feel that you feel that some things need to be undone. So if there's been any business deals or contracts or settlement deals in a divorce or division of property or estate, if somebody's passed away, could be a multitude of things. I hear you feel that you want to see some of these things get undone. Now, Mercury does go into retrograde this month of May on the 18th and lasts till June 11th. I believe those are the correct dates. Please correct me below if I'm wrong. But I do feel that message makes sense because this is coming up for May and a lot of things get revisited when Mercury goes into retrograde. And I do hear you want to see some things get undone. I do feel that some of you Scorpios are going to be gravitating towards a new partnership deal or arrangement is coming up. In some cases, this is going to be in a business sense, and in some cases, this is going to be in a romantic sense. I do feel many of you Scorpios have done your homework and you're ready to really put the pedal to the metal and put some plans into action. I definitely get you're very insistent that some things need to be revisited or undone, that you want to see something rewritten or changed or like taken apart and done completely over again. And that could be in so many ways. Oh my, I could sit here for an hour describing all the undone things you could want to see happen. But I do feel some of you have some people in your family where some illnesses may be kicking up right now as well. And I got like a whole litany of them. So I'm not even getting one thing. Like, well, one thing I hear is you could have somebody in your family that's having a heart issue right now. Also, anybody that's having a kidney problems, kidney failure, kidney issues also come up here. But they, it could be lung, heart and lung, like pulmonary comes up here too. So that's not going to apply to all of you, and I do not feel it's you. I feel it's somebody around you in your circle, within your circle. This could be a close friend even to you, but I feel in your close circle you have that's kicking up around you right now. Now, the next card you have in your layout today, Scorpio, you have the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles to me is a card that symbolizes charity. This is you giving charitably and freely to others, or you could be receiving money. This could be coming at you from a banking or financial institution. It could be coming from a family member or a friend or a grant, some kind of loan or government money. But usually when this card comes up, I feel like you are charitably giving, but we'll have to see. I feel some of you are getting a divorce and that you have to empty your pockets and hand over your money to your significant other, your spouse that you're getting divorced from. Or it could be they're having to empty their pockets and give the money to you. I do get there's a great deal of stress and agitation around this for you, which could go back to the messages from the first card. So I really feel in some cases it has to do with your feeling like you have to empty your pockets. So, but I'm not seeing it joyously and freely. Like this card usually means happily, but in your case, I'm not getting like a lot of joy connected to this issue. For some of you, however, I do feel that you are going to be developing some charity or organization or contributing to a charity or organization that helps families in need or like children or hungry mouths to feed. It's about like giving families clothing and shelter and food. Food really comes up here strongly too. So that's what's coming up here on the positive sense with the Six of Pentacles. I do feel some of you have some idea that you want to see get passed through the government and some kind of approval. And I feel you pushing it to get it approved. For some of you, this could be a bill or legislation of some sort, or it could be a town thing that there's some change that you want to see implemented within your school systems, or in a public area you want some change, and I see you like trying to push this forward. For some of you, this is going to be some kind of charitable operation or something you want the government to step in here and do. Maybe match money for money, donations and government matching it to help families. But I do get some government things involved with that for some of you. Now, crowning your reading today, Scorpio, you have the card of Eight of Cups. And Eight of Cups is turning away from what's not working for you anymore in an emotional sense. You have the stick of control and power in your hand, and you are heading off to a new journey. And even though there's unknowns about this journey, you almost don't even care. That you're not worried about it. You're like, I'm done with this emotionally, and now I'm going forward. I feel that for some of you, there could be a deliberate action taken by another that sets you on a course where you get out of your home. Now, in some cases, this could be, you could be getting evicted. I hate to say that, but it does come up. Or you could be in a marriage or a partnership and your partner's telling you, move out. If you're in a committed relationship or of some sort, even just a roommate relationship. Your roommate could be saying, I want you to move out. Maybe you're parting ways. However, I do feel really that this leaving is going to be a relief to you and relieve you of a lot of burdens. So it sounds like a negative, but I actually feel it's positive. Your feelings about it, I don't see you being mad or unhappy that you're, whatever the situation you're exiting, I feel it's a relief to you. And it's an easing up of pressure on you, especially emotionally. I do feel that some of you have had angst going on within a family situation that's gone on or lasted too long. And so this is a relief because now it's moving on with it. It gets you out of this stuck kind of situation or spinning your wheels situation. For any of you that have had an unhappy marriage, I feel that you could be leaving a marriage and filing for divorce. Because ending a relationship that's a marriage comes up here as well. But I don't feel like you're against it. This is the thing. I feel like you are for it, or you want it to happen, or you're like ready to move on. I feel you are ready to move on. It's just going to vary for you what your circumstances is, whether they're asking you to leave or you're doing it willingly, and why, why the reason is, are you a roommate? Are you married? It's just, that is the circumstances coming up here. Now, as I've said in the other videos, all Scorpios are not born on the same day of the same month, of the same hour, of the same year. So your arc of times are going to be different here. And if you're listening to this video and you're like, this doesn't make sense for what's going on in my life right now, then I encourage you to watch your ascendant video, or rising sign, it's also called, or your moon sign video. So let's say you're Scorpio with Aries rising, then by all means go watch the Aries video, because your messages this month may be actually coming to you in Aries. Or if your moon is in Gemini, then by all means go watch the Gemini video, because maybe your messages this month are coming to you there. So I just want to see you get some additional information for you, Scorpio, to help you out. Now, the next card you have here in this layout today for this May 2015 reading, Scorpio, you have the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles to me is a card that symbolizes holding on very protectively to your finances, guarding them, protecting them, wanting to secure them, wanting to feel stability in them. It can also indicate financial success. Sometimes this card comes up when there's financial success also. I do feel some of you are getting the opportunity to buy into something. So you could be getting the opportunity to buy into a company, become partners in a business, get some kind of project off the ground, or get going like your own thing if you wanted to open your own website or have your own storefront, whatever it is. I do get that happening through this card. I feel like you're getting ready to take the bull by the horns and really run with it. I feel that you're really tired of being downtrodden or beaten down by others. And I feel that any fears that you've had about moving forward, or, fears of losing something in a marriage, divorce, or separation, or any fears, I feel that you're getting over them now. And that you're going to stop worrying, dithering, or spinning around. Like, I feel like you want to be done with that kind of negative, scattering kind of emotions or feelings, that you're ready to really buckle down and get something going here. If there's any of you that are looking for a new job, I feel a new job opportunity comes up for you next month. If it doesn't happen in May, it could happen in May, because I'm actually doing this recording on the second to last week of April. So it could happen in the month of May, but if you don't see that, I feel it's early June, because I get a new job opportunity comes up here. So for you out of work Scorpios, it looks like work's coming to you. And if you already have a job, it could just be a new job opportunity pops up, even if you are working, because I am hearing a job opportunity, new job opportunity coming up for you. For some of you Scorpios that already own your own business or companies, I feel that you are going to start to expand it, or taking the steps of starting to expand it, like getting that rolling. So say if you own an auto body repair shop, or you own like dry cleaning business, or whatever it is, a landscaping company. If you have one location or flower shop, I see you're going to expand your business in some way. You're expanding, getting more locations comes up here to me. I do feel that some of you Scorpios are going to get some information that's going to pop out that you've been hoping or waiting to hear about. You may have had some suspicions about something. So I kind of feel like this is getting revealed to you that you've wanted to know about, and that it comes out, like it pops out. And I get that you're happy about it. And I feel that your psychic ability and intuition, Scorpio, knew it already. Like you knew it, you could sense it, feel it, see it, or you knew it. And this is like confirmation to you. Something that was hidden gets revealed and pops out to you. And I do feel that this is coming up in this month of May 2015. Now, in the outcome card of the tarot portion of your reading today, Scorpio, for May 2015, with the Lucky Mermaid, you have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords to me is a card that symbolizes a air sign male. This would be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. That could be their sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Now, the King of Swords is somebody that is, he can be a stickler for details. He's a good person to have on your team, usually when you're working or in business, because he's very driven. He likes to get to the heart of the matter and to the truth. He's likes to get to the truth. He can be brutally frank. Sometimes he can be very blunt and brutally frank with his words and his opinions. He can be clairvoyant and also see spirits, and be clairvoyant in the sense that he can also see into the future in some cases. If he's operating from the negative side of the King of Swords, he could be prone to being scattered, like scattered thinking, and also not being truthful. He could do the opposite, not tell lies and be deceptive, or not telling the whole truth completely can come up with him. I feel he's somebody that you could be having legal issues with. He could be a lawyer, or he could be a judge. This guy also could come up here as the person, if you're ending a relationship in love or business partnership, he could be the partner that you're ending the connection to. Because I do feel like legalities connected to him and around him, whether he's actually a lawyer or not. And if he's not, then I feel that you have legalities going on with him. I do feel that he's quite an instigator, and there is a sense of wanting to take money or something from you. So this could be personal property or possessions. This could be your house if you two owned a house together, or just money, wanting to take money from you comes up here with this guy. I do feel that this guy's been secretive with you. And I do feel that he's somebody that has squirreled money away or hidden things away. So when I picked up earlier that you're going to find out something that's been hidden that you suspected and knew all along with your own psychic ability and intuition, it could be that secret. It could be that he squirreled money away and it gets revealed to you, and you find out where, you find out what account it's been in or how much it's been. And this is going to bode well for you. It's going to turn in your favor that you find this out. I do feel he's arrogant, and I do not feel he's honest with you, this guy. He gives you a lot of problems, and I feel at times he can be very sarcastic. For some of you, this could actually be a boss or a co-worker can also come up here with that, because but I feel like if they're a coworker, they're a little bit higher up than you, because they want to act like your boss. If they're not your boss, they want to act like your boss. And I do get they're kind of like, sarcastic, like negative, kind of like he's kind of like a little bit of an evil guy. I hate to say it that way, or a wrongdoer. He's quite cunning. His representation is high, so I feel like if you're in any kind of legal dispute with him, I feel like he's hired a strong lawyer. I feel this guy, for some reason, is always on the take or the make. I don't feel like you can trust him, and he has a reputation or a record of not being trustworthy. For some of you, he's going to be kind of like an elitist or a snob even, where he looks down on everybody. So I am picking that up. That's not going to be the case for all of you, but some of you, I feel there's some Scorpios out there that are going to go, oh, I know exactly who that is. I feel that was a tip-off for some of you of who he was. So I hope you can settle your dealings with him and not have to continue to deal with him, Scorpio. He does seem to be a thorn in your side and a disruptive influence and a problem. That's how I see him. Now, for the Doreen Virtues Healing with the Angels Oracle card, Scorpio, you have the card of children. I feel some of you are going to be getting seriously involved in your children's lives. So those of you that have children, I feel you're going to be getting really involved with what they're doing. Like if your kids are young, you could become the soccer dad and coach, or the soccer mom, or, you know, really getting involved if they need special help, like with education and learning, or homeschooling, or like I see you really getting involved with your children's lives. Now, if they're older, that's just in a multitude of senses. You could be taking care of their children, your grandchildren. You could be going in and helping in that way. Or just being there to give them support, or just wanting to spend more quality time with them even comes up. So for those of you who have children, for those of you Scorpios that have children, that's the first thing that comes up to me with this children card. I do feel for those of you that don't have children, or whether you do or you don't, I feel there's a lot of harmony for you around children. So any of you that were thinking of making a career move or change, or considering a new career, I feel working with children would be awesome for you. That could be in a daycare sense, starting a daycare, becoming a teacher and working with children. If you thought of counseling or being a therapist to children, that comes up very strongly. I do feel that many of you Scorpios are good counsel to children, to your children and to other children. So, and I do feel some of you Scorpios are going to be going back to your roots and seeing things that you saw as a child, maybe going back and visiting your hometown if you've moved away from it, or revisiting things from your childhood, and if you had siblings, like looking at old photographs and going back to your roots comes up here. I do also pick up that you're going to have a renewed sense of hope. Now, children are often hopeful, and I'm picking that up in you. So I feel like with some events that are going to take place may be disruptive for you, and you may be clearing out some old situations and having to tie up loose ends, as they said in the beginning. But I do get you having the hopefulness the way a child would have. So that's a good position to be in, Scorpio. I'm happy to see that for you. I hope this reading was of help to you, Scorpios, and I certainly hope it made sense. I want to say thank you so much for liking, sharing, and watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do appreciate that. If you'd like to learn more about me or schedule a private reading with me, please visit my website, theluckymermaid.com. Please be sure if you have an upcoming appointment with me to make sure your phone number is current and that you are aware that your appointment was scheduled on East Coast time. And if you're not in the East Coast, please check a time zone converter to make sure we're on the same page so I can reach you when I call you for your upcoming reading. And please make sure to make your payment for your readings, because I am canceling unpaid appointments and opening them up to the wait list. So thank you for that. I wish you a beautiful month of May, Scorpio, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.